Gut IQ nutrition and wellness videos are meant to be informative and educational. They are not intended to diagnose, treat, prevent, or cure any disease or condition. It is not intended to substitute the advice, treatment, and/or diagnosis of a qualified licensed healthcare professional. Hello and welcome back. Today, I am going to kind of follow up with some videos that I posted a little while ago that maybe you've seen. If you haven't seen them, I suggest taking a look around my channel and finding them. They're super, super, super important. And it's the number one place where anybody in their holistic journey is most likely going to start. And it is kind of preparing the landscape for your body to be able to actually use the nutrients that you eat, because as we say, we are not as healthy as what we eat, but we are only as healthy as what our body can break down and absorb. And so this is super important, and it's something that I've never had any doctor look at. So we're going to just dive right in today with what happens if you do have low stomach acid. Let's say you saw my video on the differences between high stomach acid and low stomach acid. Maybe you even went a step further and watched the video on the baking soda assessment, and maybe you've performed the baking soda assessment. I've had several people reach out to me and say, wow, blew my mind. I didn't burp for 8 minutes, 10 minutes, 12 minutes. I never burped. This is a great indication that your body doesn't have the stomach acid that it needs to properly break down your food. So today, I'm going to talk about the 3 top protocols that people can use to increase their stomach acid and retrain their body to make more of those stomach acids to be able to break our food down better. So I'm going to do a brief overview, and then we'll dive a little bit deeper on the last one later on. The top 2 things, or they're not necessarily the top 2. These are all different protocols, and it really depends on the person. Again, this is where it comes into the bio-individuality of our body and how some things will work for some people and not for other people. So this will really kind of vary depending on your level of histamines in your body. And so if you're someone that's like me, whenever I was, before I kind of started with my naturopath doctor, I was constantly itchy. I tried so many different lotions and potions and scrubs and oatmeal baths and all kinds of things to try to get my skin to not be so dang itchy. I mean, I swear my psoriasis broke out so bad. I was getting psoriasis in my eyebrows. It was miserable. If you've ever been like that itchy person, if you have really bad allergies, if you go outside and your skin welts up from the heat, or you go to just barely scratch at yourself and it welts up really big, that's an indication that your body creates a lot of histamine. And so this is why the first 2 aren't going to work for everyone. A lot of people have had really good success with this. I have not, because of my histamine again, but maybe you're that person that doesn't have high levels of histamine and you just want to increase your stomach acid. So I'm going to go over the overview of all 3 of these, with the first 2 being for people that don't have high histamine. The first 2 are lemon juice and apple cider vinegar. And there's actually a morning elixir cocktail that several people, a bunch of people have had wild success with. So if this is you, then the apple cider vinegar cocktail that you could make as a morning elixir, you would want to drink this probably about 15 minutes before you eat on an empty stomach. So a suggested morning elixir would be like the juice of 1 lemon mixed into 10 to 12 ounces of room temperature water. You can add apple cider vinegar to taste. A lot of people will use a teaspoon, give or take. And you can add even a few drops of stevia to this elixir to make it a little bit tastier to drink, a little easier to get down. Some other optional add-ons, and again, this also goes back to the individuality. Not all people can have these things, but optional add-ons for you to try could be a dash of cayenne, ginger or turmeric, and or an ounce of aloe vera juice. And aloe vera juice is something that you can get from, Sprouts or any kind of Whole Foods, any kind of, health and nutrition store should have aloe vera juice. Make sure it is organic. So hopefully that will help someone that doesn't have high histamine. If you're like me, you're itchy all the time, you have seasonal allergies, you know that you have high histamine. Those are not going to be very good options for you. They're most likely not going to give you the effects that you're looking for. And as a matter of fact, whenever I drink anything with citrus or apple cider vinegar, my histamine is so high that it's just instant heartburn and reflux. I just can't handle it. I wish that I could. I miss lemonade on a hot day. I miss cold lemonade on a hot day, and I just can't do it anymore. I just have to, give it up for now until I can get my histamine levels down, which, if you'll remember, I'm still dealing with some environmental issues that I'm working to clear up. But one day I'll be able to enjoy my cold glass of lemonade on a hot day. The third one that I have used and I have had tons of success with is betaine HCl. And there's a lot of people that I've talked to. For instance, I just met someone recently who says, I just kind of use betaine HCl, like, just sometimes whenever I eat, sometimes before I eat. And that's really not good for your body because it's a very powerful tool, but it has to be used with a certain level of care. And so care and attention. And so this is super important. If you are needing help with kind of formulating a betaine HCl protocol for yourself, I may do a video of this later on, but this is a great option for someone that has high levels of histamine. I call it the stomach acid training wheels, which is basically how my naturopath doctor introduced me to it. And it's something that I'm going to be using with my clients to get their stomach acid increased. And again, the goal is to be able to eat as many foods as possible. We want to eat as much of the rainbow as possible, but some of us are not there. Some of us has to go through different phases until we can eat more foods. And so I hope this has helped you. Let me know what you have tried. If you've tried the lemon juice, apple cider vinegar, or if you've done a betaine HCl protocol yourself, I would love to hear about it in the comments. If you need the links to get to the other videos, please make sure to make your way back to my channel page and look for that baking soda assessment test. I would love to hear what your results were, and if you're planning on implementing any of these tips or ways that you can improve your stomach acid. I would love to hear them. Please, as always, make sure to like this video and subscribe to my channel. I really, really appreciate that, as I'm putting a lot of work into getting some great, valuable educational videos out there. And so by you liking and subscribing to my page, liking the videos, it really kind of helps, get more viewers to my page, and I just really truly appreciate that. So thank you very much for listening to this video, and stay well.